Evening. It's 8 o'clock on a Sunday. Regular crowd shovels in. Good evening. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He said, "Son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore the younger man's clothes." La 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 la. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Off the next 45 minutes, you got us feeling alright. Now John at the bar, he's a friend of mine. He gets my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke. Well, he'll light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He said, "John, I believe this is killing me," as a smile ran away from his face. "Oh, I know I could be a big movie star if I could get out of this place." La 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 la. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody. I hope you are. You got us feeling all right. It's a pretty good crowd. I don't know how many we are. How many are we? 106. We've got to be growing. 109. It's a pretty good crowd. Having not told you that we're going to do this, having told you that we're not going to actually do it till next week, and we're not. This is just a test, 45 minutes.
Testing.
This is a warm-up, because we had nothing else to do on the Sunday. It's a pretty good crowd for a warm-up Sunday. And the manager, well, reluctantly, she gives me a smile. I just at this pause, just pause for 1 second. This, she has to live with this, and this has been a bad few days and few weeks. So I can just say that I'm more impressed the fact that she's still in the house, that she hasn't gone to live with her mother. But then I've lived with her mother. It's better here.
Just.
But it's a close thing.
Just.
But she knows that it's me, rising star though she may be, and the tour is now set. August, all the way through August, she's touring women's meetings all over the north of England. She's up. She's going to be singing one song. She's got the 2.99s. They've gone down. They were. It's like the pound shop has gone to the 99p shop. They've, I did that once. I actually did go across. I was in the Isle of Wight, and there was a pound shop there. And I looked across, and I bought about 10 items, and it came to £10. And I kept saying, "So how much is this?" I love doing that. And they go, "It's £1, sir. It's £1, sir." And I got it right through the till, and I looked up, and there's a 99p shop across the road. And I went, "Do you know what? There's a 99p shop." I said, "I don't want any of these." And I went across and bought them in the 99p shop. Because she knows it is me. That's true. That is a true story. She's been coming to see, because I love her laugh, to forget about life for a while. And the piano sounds like a carnival, and the microphone, it smells like a beer. And he's still at the bar and put bread in my jar. And say, man, what are you doing here? La 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 la. Now I want you to sing along. You ready? La 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 la. With your microphone, Sue. Come on now, sing it with me. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight. Well, we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling all right. I hope you recognise that little carol I put in there, just a little carol to say the season has finished, but we've still got our Christmas tree up next door.
We have. We've still got our Christmas tree up. We're going to keep it up until all the needles have dropped off. Hello, everyone. We are delighted to see you. This was meant to be just a quick test and
it will
just to test the new equipment, because we have a wonderful new member of our family. Thanks to you guys, this wonderful computer. Rachel is like a child at 3 Christmases. She's so excited and having a lovely time playing with the new computer. So thank you so much, everyone, because you can tell I am in 1080. I mean, on the camera on this is amazing, apart from anything else.
It's actually better than it is on me.
Yeah, it's better on me than it is on you.
I hope you like the new slimline.
Yes, the new slimline.
I'm just going to stand up. You ready?
Oh, look. Hardly any... Oh, turn sideways. We'll miss you. What?
There we go.
Speaking of eating and stuff, Hayley, how come you've got after 8s left? All hours are gone by about 3 days after Christmas. Hayley says that she's got some after 8s. Which Hayley is it? Hayley Starkey. She's got after 8s that she's offering around to everyone.
Hayley, could you just pass one over here? Because I'm loving after 8s. Sue sat with a box. I kid you not, this is true.
I saved him from himself.
She sat with a box over the other side of the east wing in our house.
Otherwise known as the other sofa.
Right, the east wing. And she was there, and she literally ate her way through the whole box. And I found, when you know, the most annoying thing about Christmas? It's celebration boxes. When you open the thing, right, and there they are, bounties, because everybody goes for the bounty. And they're the wrappers and no chocolate. And it's driving me crazy. And now, with her, what I thought, well, I'll have a sneaky after 8. One, I'll shove it. All the wrappers put back in, lining up like soldiers. Soldiers without any guns. But enough about President Trump. And now we have a few songs. I don't know. I thought I'd do because I'm hoping that eventually we get back to shows. And I always start with that song. I do. Don't it? Can anybody tell me what you think it is? Write in now, quickly. Just write in. Are you writing? What are you doing? Would you stop messing with my earpieces? Right. So can you write in? Listen, what piece am I about to play? Come on now, Sally, if you're out there, Sally and Roy, is somebody writing? Come on. No. Because I can't see. You can't get it.
No, they haven't got to that bit yet. Plenty of nothing, says John Bound. Yes.
Yes, John, you got it in one. You get the prize tonight, which is a nice open eyes from me, an owly impression. How are you, John? Here we go. I'm going to take this off because I've done this mouth organ bit now. Happy New Year! Oh, I got a plenty of nothing. Nothing's plenty for me. I've got no car, I got no mule, and I've got no misery. The folks with plenty. Got a lock on the door. Afraid somebody's going to rob him while he's out and making more. What for? Oh, I got a lock on the door. That's the way to be. They can steal the rug from the floor. That's okay with me, because the things that are bright and the stars and the skies are all free. Oh. I said, I got a plenty nothing's plenty for me. I've got my gal, I've got my song, got heaven the whole day long. No use complaining. I've got my gal, got my Lord, got my song. Oh, I got a plenty nothing's plenty for me. I've got the sun, I've got the moon, and I've got the deep blue sea. The folks with plenty, gotta pray all the day. Seems with plenty, you sure got to worry how to keep the devil away. Oh, I ain't fretting about hell till the time arrives. Never worry long as I'm well. Never want to strive to be good, to be bad. What you had, I's glad I's alive. Oh, I said, I got a plenty nothing's plenty for me. I've got my gal, I've got my song, got heaven the whole day long. No use complaining. I've got my gal, got my Lord, got my song.
Wow, fantastic.
And I usually start, do that with.
You want to go into the next one as well?
You won't.
He's sort of like on remote control. He can't stop himself once he starts down a particular track.
It's that one. He's tuning. Mona Lisa, men have named you. You're so like the lady with the mystic smile. Is you lonely, 'cause you're lonely, but men blamed you for that Mona Lisa strangeness in your smile. Do you smile to tempt a lover, Mona Lisa? Or is this your way to hide a broken heart? Many dreams have been brought to your doorstep. They just lie there, and they die there. Are you warm? Are you real, Mona Lisa? Or just a cold and lonely, lovely work of art? Mona Lisa, Mona Lisa. Now that must be months since I sung that one.
Months since you've sung anything? No, not quite, but 3 weeks. 2 or 3 weeks since you've sung anything.
It feels odd. It feels like we've been away for months. And have you, honestly, those of you out there, have you missed this? We did 40.
They are very, very excited that we're back on.
Really?
Yes. For a lot of people, I've picked up a few messages that for many of you, you've had a bit of a tough time, particularly tough day. And we know what that feels like. This lockdown is hard, isn't it? Because the first one that we had, the weather was glorious and we could all get out in the garden and so on and chat to people in the garden. But this all feels a lot harder somehow. and a little bit more scary for certain people. And
for me.
So we've had a funny week where we've had lots of excitement on a couple of issues, and then we've felt a bit low and a bit miserable. So I'm sure that for many people that's the same. But yes, people are very excited to be back with us.
I think actually you've got the good news is that we're going to bring out the second album. We hope before we go in for surgery, and that's the big news. 21st of April we've been given.
That's the provisional date for our transplant. So for those of you who don't know, Jonathan's having a kidney and I'm giving it to him. So we'll both go into hospital to do the transplant on the 21st.
It'll be a bit of a journey, but we hope to be back broadcasting with you within 2 days.
Definitely. Well, we've just got to sit down, haven't we?
But actually, seriously, it's one thing that actually we will be. Hopefully, the world will have grabbed hold of something by now. Hopefully, the NHS and the government will do what it said it's going to do.
People are beginning to get their vaccinations, so that's good.
Some people have got them, and many people haven't. So there are big issues at the moment that are affecting us. Not least of all, the cold. And the bad weather, the depressing weather. It's cold and wet and nasty for people.
Grey everywhere.
And people have been told to, shield again, those of us who've been shielding, and you must take decisions about what you've got to do. And that's what I'm doing, making careful decisions. I go for dialysis 3 times a week, and that's more dangerous there than it is nearly anywhere else, like a supermarket, that's for sure. But we do what we have to do to protect ourselves as much as we can. But this test is as much to test the camera, and it's to test how you are, because we're aware that 40 weeks of continuous broadcasting, it provided a backdrop and a net for people to talk. And you've carried on the Facebook group talking to each other, and people like David Goodwin, who've acted really effectively like a pastor for people. And for the early risers group, the late owls and
night owls, the early risers,
the
pointy
people.
But
all those
corner.
who've just joined in and been part of that extended community. The awards that we won for the Beeb was about that. It was about all of you. And I said that in the radio broadcast, those of you who heard it. So we'll be putting that up on the piano. Sorry, I forgot to put it in. It's next door. But just saying that BBC award was as much for all of you and the way that you've galvanised together to form a community. There is hope at the end of this. It's difficult to see this, but...
something to aim for.
Something to aim for. There's a song that I've put on this second album, and it will finish the second out, volume 2.
And John Greenwood says, Where's
my CD? John, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to literally deliver it to your house in Liverpool, whether it's illegal or not. I can't care. I just don't care anymore. I'm going to come to your house and give it to you and see you take it from my sweaty hand. All right?
Love you, John.
Now, John, have you enjoyed the songs? And can I just ask people, can you tell me, have you been enjoying the album?
I had a lovely message from Marianne, I think it was, just earlier, saying that her mother cried when she opened it and saw that you'd signed it for her, and how special it was, because she's had a horrible 2020. I think she lost her husband, and she's been diagnosed with something, pulmonary hypertension, I think. So for her, and I know for many of you, it's probably been a good gift to give to people. So thank you, and I hope you've enjoyed your copies. But this is on volume 2.
It finishes the album by a guy called Bryn Howarth, very famous Christian singer-songwriter. And he wrote to me just before we go into the studio, and he said, "Could you sing this?" And he was coming to sing it. I had to learn it literally on the day, and we put it down, and it's one of my really treasured tracks on it. I love the words. These are the moments that we love so well. Precious moments caught within a spell. All too soon our lives, they fade away. These are the moments that we wish would stay. And if I had my life to live again, I would choose it goes so fast, and who knows how long the days will last. So cherish deep within you the love you get today, and let the moment linger, for tomorrow steers there away. Tomorrow steers there away. These are the memories that we made so well. Lives like stories that we long to tell. When we're old with not so much to say, we'll have the memories that we made today. We'll have the memories that we made today. I'm going to be singing that a lot over the next few weeks.
Yeah, that's
I
lovely.
love that line. Lives like stories that we long to tell. When we're old, with not too much to say, we'll have the memories that we made today. And it's often, over this difficult Christmas period, we've had to sup and dine on the memories of Christmas past. We've laid our tables with sadness for one or two, and the memories are what sustain us and give us hope for the future. And we were thinking about that, thinking about holidays. And a friend of mine was saying, who's suffering quite badly with cancer at the moment, she said, plan for the future. And I thought, actually, I was walking today trying to work that in my own head. Make plans for the future. Give yourself
something
hope.
to look forward to.
Give yourself something to look forward to. And in the day, I was talking to somebody else today about it. He said, get up. And in Patrick, I don't know whether you're watching, but he said, get up and use the day. So we got out and we had a walk, and we walked for 5 kilometres, and absolutely knackered. My legs hurt and everything else, but you felt great. And I came back and watched the Billy Joel concert and fell asleep.
It's really funny. He's been watching Billy Joel concerts. And
they
they look so alike. It's really funny. There's 10
Weird.
years difference in their ages. So if you look at Billy Joel about the age of 60, it's JV. And I think he's copying you, or are you copying him?
Well, when we got to the concert that Matthew took me to in Wembley, literally he came on screen and Matthew Tony went, he looks like you. And it is. It's the bald head,
the beard,
the goatee, the big eyes, and
even to the extent that on his piano he had a big white mug jug type thing that he was drinking from, and it's exactly JV, exactly the same. So you've been watching that, haven't you?
Yeah,
enjoying
and
that?
actually getting so many songs. It's I can't remember. I can't remember.
Rachel put the test signal thing up by accident, which probably was about right in her excitement. Rachel wanted Jonathan to play some Billy Joel, so she's very excited.
One of the most beautiful tunes, and the other thing you wrote. played this for a long time. Don't go changing to try and please me. You never let me down before. Don't imagine you're too familiar, and I don't see you anymore. Don't want clever conversation. I never want to work that hard. I took the good times, I'll take the bad times. I'll take you just the way you are. I need to know that you will always be the same old someone that I knew. Oh, what will it take till you believe in me the way that I believe in you? I said I love you, that's forever, and this I promise from the heart. If I could love you any better, I'd love you just the way you are. Oh, just the way you are.
Lovely. Jerry Slade asked if you knew Lullaby, which I think is The Good Night My Angel, isn't it?
Oh, you mean...
Now, I have to say, he murdered it in the concert last night. Doesn't sing it as beautifully as you do.
I can't remember the whole thing, but I'll give it to you next week, Jerry. Good night, my angel, time to close your eyes and save these questions for another day. I think I know what you've been asking me. I think I knew what you've been trying to say. I promised I would never leave you. I'm rocking you to sleep. But it's dark and deep inside this ancient heart. You'll always be a part of me. I forgot. I'll do that for you. The whole thing.
We'll put that on the list for next week.
Was a memory. That was a memory. Yes. The memory I have of that, we were in Northern Ireland in the Waterfront Hall. Do you remember?
You were doing a concert there.
A concert for the Chernobyl Children's Appeal. And beautiful. And we spend a lot of time. And if Sam Cowan's out there, we would love to come back in the autumn to Northern Ireland. We'd love to make a trip across there.
Actually, we'd love to go anywhere.
Anywhere. And we're going to be starting, Susan will be taking bookings, I think, pretty much, and seeing whether we can put bookings in.
Yeah, I mean, I think what we'll do is we'll work on the basis of it's a movable feast. We'll think ahead, and if you want to have a gig, then we'll perhaps pencil it in. And if we have to move it, we have to move it. We all know that that's what's happening. So I'm happy to do that if you're happy to do that.
Yeah, and I think we're all very aware, that our first gig, I think, is with Stuart. It will be, I think, is that right? Mm-hmm. And
we presume so, and we've got a few that are planned before then, but we're just going to have to talk to the various organisers because we don't think that they're likely to happen.
But once we're I mean, I think July, August, September time. I think my own planning would be out. We should be better by June, as in better, and it should be working fine. I won't be visiting the hospital very often by then. The first couple of weeks is quite intense every day for blood tests, etc. Checking that I'm okay. Sue has to recover. That will take about a month for full recovery. She can drive after 2 weeks, but it will be for her to recover properly, because then she has 1 kidney and I've got 3, so I'll increase my weight
Greedy boy.
by quite a lot by then.
Rachel has said, don't forget that we're going to practice showing a video.
Yeah, actually, I'll tell you. Actually, well, why don't we practice doing, because part of this is about practicing with the new computer, making sure everything's working for you. Tell us, give us lots of hearts and things now if the picture and the sound is of good quality and that you're enjoying what you're seeing. We've got piano stuff here, I imagine.
Yeah, we've got the GoPro working. That's great.
We've got that one, and we've got John Grilly has just been so brilliant at helping us at that, and we'll be hopefully getting a new camera very soon. We have to replace all the stuff in here because it's not ours. We're renting most of it. But John Grilly, the Grilly family, has been wonderful and a wonderful support. I just want to shout out to them.
Yeah, brilliant.
Not just, but Rachel and Claire as well, who've just been. We've missed them. They're part of our family now, and I look forward to talking to them in a minute when we're all done and having them down. Hopefully,
yes, eventually. We've been promising them a stay in the Chateau Vera.
The Chateau Vera in the west. You can stay in the west wing. You can stay in the east wing. The north wing. I hate the north wing. It's horrible.
It's cold. It's cold.
Are
we showing this video?
So here's a video of, and I watched it the other day with my mother-in-law. It's brilliant actually because mum doesn't remember that she's seen it, and so actually don't show her this bit. But I was able to show it to her a number of times because she kept saying
she enjoyed it.
She enjoyed it each time.
So those of you who watched the extra screening of A Watch Party last night, you saw Jonathan with Mark, and this is Jonathan with Mark in a slightly different setup.
So enjoy.
Here we go now. Of course, when I was practicing Chopin and Mozart, what I wanted to play was my favourite style of music at that time, and it was the blues and boogie-woogie. Thank you very much.
I was playing along there. Gene Bradley, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gene Bradley. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jeannie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday under chair, dear Jeannie. Happy birthday to you. Oh, Bobby. Now, Jeannie, I bet nobody's called you Jeannie before. Are you a genie? I don't know. Somebody just asked if we come up to Inverness. We've come up to Inverness plenty of times. We've done it before and we'll do it again. Yeah. Once I think once I'm out of dialysis, then travelling becomes easily again.
Oh, yes.
And it means I can travel.
Yes.
It means we will be travelling again. We're desperate to travel. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm desperate for. And this is what Sue identified today, is that I'm desperate for people. I am... She said, I'm not... She said a sad thing, which was she said she doesn't think that living with you was enough.
Well, no, because you're a kind of person that really gets your energy from being with people. And I know that I am enough for you, but actually you need lots of people to chat to and to bounce ideas off and just to connect with. And I see it in you. You know, you see someone cross the street and you want to talk to them. You walk along the path and want to chat to them. We went for a lovely walk around Wisley the other day, and I mean, everyone could hear you chatting away to the people outside the coffee van because you were having a lovely time.
I offered to buy them all coffee.
You did. I noticed.
Which is weird. You haven't got any money, so why are we offering to buy them? So, anyway.
So now I know.
I guess actually, do you know what it is too?
You need people.
Watching Billy was quite interesting. Again, I realised that we entertain thousands of people a year, thousands, and each month will be thousands now, and people around the country, they're wanting. I don't know about you people out there. Tell me what you think in messages. But once you have got the vaccine and you've got a particular level of, it's about 70% protection, which is as high as you would normally get it. 90% was a dream. And so therefore the second thing, it's nice, but that first level protection. And once places are open, and I think, we go back to it slowly, will you want to go back to being together? In a concert, in a collective worship situation, if you happen to be a Christian, you go to church, or in any concert, a concert situation. I saw these people. It's weird, isn't it? Now we think about being 2 meters apart from everybody. How long will it take to get people back so that they're like this? Will it? I think it will take. Myself, I think it will take a number of years before people feel safe. But I want you to know that for those of you who are thinking about not taking the vaccine, I've taken advice from the top level people, and the vaccine is as safe as this vaccine can be. And we want you to have it as soon as you can get it. And I'm sure many of you are already have it, but take it. Please do not be one of these anti-vaxxer people. Unless you really want a big argument with me, please, let's just go there and let's get back to some level of normal. So the people who are locked down and who are left alone, the old, the vulnerable, that we can get out. It's driving me slowly crazy. And how it must be for you who've been out there in Leicestershire, Gaff, Marion. You've been under lockdown for all that time. And we want to say to you that this little test run was to say, have a nice evening and all the rest of it. But also, we care about you lot out there. It's how we built the community, I guess. Through a community of care and being in touch. I miss not seeing people for real, talking with people after signing their CDs and their books and things and going, yes, come on, take some JV home with you, and then talking to people and hearing their stories close up. those things we miss. So what do you miss? What is it you miss?
What about doing the shows?
No,
but generally, I miss hugging people. I just love. I find that I miss just touching people on the arm. I miss hugging people. I'm quite a tactile person, and I just sort of sometimes just a hug is the only thing it will do, isn't it? And that's really hard not to be able to hug people, and so I will miss that, and just being able to spend time with people safely and without thinking, I've got to not stay for very long or move away or whatever. It would just be nice to be relaxed with people, wouldn't it? I think that's it. And we're not very relaxed with one another at the moment. No. And a friend of mine posted something yesterday, and she said, when you're out walking, it's okay to say hello to people. You're not going to catch it from saying hello to someone who's 3 meters away.
No, but people
are head down, possibly because they're sad and frightened and so on. So we will not be sad and frightened here. Let's stop with the fear. Let's stop with the irrational fear. It is contagious, very contagious, so don't get close. It is a proximity virus. That means if you're in close proximity, if they've got it, you're likely to get it. It is that contagious. So if you're out for a walk, say hello to people from a distance. Often you stand apart from each other, 5 meters or something, and talk to them. Find out where they are. And I tell you, every time I do it, people want to talk. It's that they have their heads down and they don't know what to say. So you open it up by saying, how are you doing? Ask the silver bullet question. How are you doing? Right? That's all you need to ask. The rest will come out. And if they don't want to do it and they just carry on, well, what have you lost? But you've shared a little bit. You've been a little bit kind. And I think actually it's been difficult not to be practically kind with people, getting out there, helping them. Terry Brown said, longing for 3-dimensional people in church. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, Terry. Good way of putting it.
As usual.
It's very
Terry is really one of those great, when he contributes anything, he contributes balance. I'm often an extremist, and I am. We've been seeing what's been going on in America recently. I'm very passionate about this, and that we really do take a stand against this and against hate and evil. That's what we're talking about in violence. And so I will do it. And Terry comes in and he gives a really good balanced response, as so do many, as John Bound do, and Louise, and so many of you who I've loved, and Stuart. Stuart, we miss talking to you. Anyway, I'm going to do one more song.
Yeah, very aware that there should have been a short test.
And we'll do. I just wanted to talk to people. I think.
I know. That's important.
And I think I just want to do one of the songs from the album, which. As I was listening last night, I was up until 5 o'clock in the morning. Couldn't sleep, and I was listening to the backing tracks from the Hymns Project 1. To God be the glory, great things He has done. So loved He the world that He gave us the Son, who yielded His life an atonement for sin, and open life gates that all may go in. And we're going to be doing more backing tracks of those kind of songs, so that I can join in. We've got the computer will do it. We're getting another speaker in to make sure that we can do that. So we'll be doing lots of things as I would do in a show. All right. Anyway, this one I think actually I think we need a little bit of a cry. Sometimes crying is all that will do it, and this one.
Heaven
like the sun I might have known. If God had granted me a son, the summers die one by one, how soon they fly. On and on, and I am old, and will be gone. Bring him peace, bring him joy. He is young, he is only a boy. You can take, you can give. Let him be. Let him live. If I die, let me die. Let him live. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him
Well, that did it.
Haven't sung that for a few weeks, and I hope that is especially. We sing that for Rob Barron tonight,
whose
hosted-
has just had an op,
just had an op, and that.
and
but
his
also
son's birthday was
his son's
yesterday.
birthday was yesterday, and this song means a lot to him, dedicated to him on the album, and to his son, actually, the memory of his son, and we think of all of you tonight as we come to the end of this, and we will be bringing many surprises. I haven't worked them out yet, but
He hasn't thought about them yet,
haven't
but he
thought about
will.
them yet.
He will.
But we've got guests being lined up, people that you've heard before, and that I know you're going to want again. And welcome back to the Steinway room by phone. Unfortunately, we can't have people in yet, but when we can, Pam Rhodes will be joining us at some point. I know that Sue Rinaldi will be joining us at some point. I'm going to ask various other people that we know, people that can come on and be guests here and talk about what's special and important to them. We're just going to sing a couple of songs as we normally do. There's the Star Is Born song, and I repeat again, August, all the women's meetings in the north of England will be attended by Sue and her entourage. Are you listening to me?
No.
Singing this song to backing track with the doo-wop singers from the 299ers, the 199ers.
And in answer to a question, no, I am not on volume 2.
No, she's not.
I'm not. I said that when I went into the studio, that was my one and only day. So that's it, folks. I'm not on volume 2.
But please explain, it was not me.
No, it was my choice. It was my choice. I said I didn't want to do it again. So.
I think that memory will stay with you for a long time, won't it?
I wake up in a cold sweat every night. Anyway.
But people love it. Huh? They love it.
What can I say? Are you right? You're supposed to take the water to stop coughing.
So, folks, here we go. in gentleness through the violence of these days. Give freely, show tenderness in all your
ways. Through darkness, in troubled times, let holiness be your aim. Seek wisdom, let faithfulness burn like a flame.
God speed you,
God lead you, and keep you wrapped around his heart. May you be known
my Lord.
Be righteous, speak truthfully in a world of greed and lies. Show kindness, see everyone through heaven's eyes.
God hold you,
Enfold you, and keep you wrapped around his heart. May you be known
my Lord. Well done, Sue. You haven't sung for a long time.
I have not since Christmas Day.
No, and we thank you for that Christmas Day thing. I hope
was
you enjoyed
lovely.
that one.
That was
We
a
enjoyed
lovely
the
time.
carol service. So many thousands of
Yes.
people watched that, and we're so blessed by everybody taking part. And John Greenwood, next year you can read.
Yes.
Oh no, he's got something. I tell you, there's a little thing that's going to come from John Greenwood.
Well, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see.
He's going to send it to me by WeTransfer. There's a little kind of, could be a little surprise.
Do.
Yeah, could be a little surprise. Because John is a dark horse. He does so many different things, preaches and does magic. Stand by. So, Sue, anything you need to say to people?
I don't think so. This was just a test and it's gone on for about half an hour longer than we thought it would. So thank you, Rachel, for getting all the equipment set up. We've had a lovely time unpacking the computer and enjoying it and just getting very excited. Thank you again.
You were so generous to us.
We are so blessed, and it's up and running, and Rachel says the same thing. Really are blessed, and we just were able to buy the right one, specially made for us, and it shouldn't have arrived for another week, and they suddenly sent us a message and said, another 21st next week. It was meant to be the next week, wasn't it?
Week, yeah.
And we were thinking, we'll have to do the next concert, the first concert with the laptop, and then all of a sudden it arrived. They suddenly sent a message and said, it will be with you tomorrow.
And we're glad, whatever difference is made, and I think it would be a rate of picture per second, I suspect.
Yes, and everyone's saying that the picture's much better,
right.
The volumes, the sound's much better,
right.
So it's better all round, which is
excellent.
So
well,
wonderful.
That piece of equipment
just
now.
Wonderful.
So now you've paid for
back.
at least for the next 40 concerts.
Yes, absolutely, another year. So we will be back properly for the full 2 hours next Sunday. So you haven't gone mad. This was just an unexpected bonus.
God bless you.
God bless you. We love you.
The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you and give you his peace and give you his peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you. Be gracious to you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord turn his face toward you. The Lord bless you and keep you and be gracious to you. And be gracious to you. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine on you. The Lord bless you and keep you and give you his peace and give you his peace. Together with a deliberate mistake.
Always.
Thank you. See you next week. God bless you.
Bye. Have a good week.